It is the duties of water and oil that makes them refuse to mix, even though they are both liquids. Welcome to another section, and today we're going to section 5 of chapter 17 of the Holy Quran. Section 5 begins with sign 41. Namshi. وَلَقَدْ صَرَفْنَا فِي هَذَا الْقُرْآنِ لِيَذَّكَّرُوا وما يزيدهم إلا نفورا وما يزيدهم إلا نفورا. We have explained things in various ways in this Quran in order that they may receive admonition. Li yuzakuru. Yes, li yuzakuru. In order that they may receive admonition. But it only increases their flight. But it only increases their flight from the truth. From the truth is in brackets. وما يزيدهم إلا نفورا. It only increases their flight. Their flight nufurun. Commentary. Commentary 2237. 2237. No, it's rather commentary 2227. I'm sorry. Commentary 2227. Yes, commentary 2227. I'm sorry. Pardon me, viewers. Things are explained in the Quran from all points of view. This is the commentary to sign 41. Individual and national, by means of stories, parables, and figures of speech, and by way of categorical commands. Full stop. But those who are evil, instead of profiting by such instruction, often go further and further away from the truth. Increases their flight. And their flight, it means that they don't move away slowly, very fast. They don't move away slowly, but very fast. وَلَا يَزِيدُ إِلَّا نُفُورًا. Yeah, I think that's it. That's the end of the commentary. We now go to sign 42. Kul law kana ma'ahu alihatun. Kul law kana ma'ahum alihatun kama yakuluna. إذن لا يتقوا إلى ذي العرش سبيلا. إلى ذي إلى ذي العرش سبيلا. Say, cool, if there had been other gods with him, please, the other is in brackets. If there had been, without it reads, if there had been gods with him, into brackets, others. If there had been other gods with him, him God, him God, the Almighty Allah. If there had been other gods with him, as they say, kama yakuluna, as they say, behold, they would certainly have sought out a way in submitting to the Lord of the throne. كما يقولون إذن لا يتقوا إلا ذي العرش سبيلا. Then they would certainly have sought out a way. يتقون they would have sought a way. They would have sought out a way in submitting to the Lord of the throne. The Lord of the throne is Arshil Sabilan. Zul Arshil Sabilan. They would have sought out a way. Sabilan, they were sort of a way in submitting to the Lord of the throne. Zul Arshil. Commentary 2228. There is only one true God. There's only one true God. Allahu Wahidan, if I'm right. There's only one true God. Full stop. But if, as polytheists say, there had been subsidiary gods, they would yet have had to submit to the throne of the supreme God and worship him. In other words, you can't resist worshiping God, the true God. You can't. Whatever ways you go through, you will come back to worship the true God. Pardon me. And that's commentary 2228 to sign 42. We're now going to sign 43. What does it say? Subhanahu wa ta'ala amma yakuluna ulwan kabiran. Subhanahu wa ta'ala amma yakuluna ulwan kabiran. Glory be to him, Subhanahu. He is high above all that they see. Wa ta'ala, he is high, amma yakuluna, above what they see. Exalted and great beyond measure. Beyond measure is in inverted, is in brackets. Amma yakuluna ulwan kabiran. Exalted and great. Ulwan, exalted and great. Kabiran. No commentary to that. We go to Psalm 44. تسبح له السماوات تسبح له السماوات السماوات السبع والأرض ومن فيهن. وما فيهن تسبح له سماوات سبع والأرض وما فيهن. The seven heavens and the earth and all things between, وما فيهن, all things between, وما فيهن, and all things therein, I'm sorry, and all things therein, وما فيهن, declare his glory. تسبح له, declare his glory, تسبح له. وإن من شيء إلا يسبح بحمده إلا يسبح بحمده. There is not a thing, وما من شيء, وإن من شيء, وإن من شيء, there is not a thing but celebrate his praise. وما من شيء إلا يسبح بحمده. There is not a thing but celebrates his praise. إلا يسبح بحمده. ولكن لا تفقهون and yet ye understand not. لا تفقهون, and yet you understand not. تسبيحهم, and yet ye understand not how they declare his glory. Yet ye understand not how they declare his glory. ولكن لا تفقهون تسبيحهم. How they declare his glory. إنه كان حليما غفورا. إنه كان حليما غفورا, forbearing and forgiving. Verily, he is oft forbearing, most forgiven. Verily, he is oft forbearing, most forgiven. إنه كان حليما, forbearing, غفورا, forgiven. We have commentary 2229 to read. 2229. All creation, animate and inanimate. I think this is another repetition of the comment of this is another repeated commentary. All creation, animate and inanimate, sings God's praises and celebrates his glory. Dash. Animate with conscience, or animate with consciences. Animate with consciousness. Animate with consciousness and inanimate in the evidence which it furnishes of the unity and glory of God. So we have to use our test to see that the inanimates glorify God because of what? because of the evidence we see, because of the evidence which it furnishes of the unity and glory of God. We look at other inanimate things, you see that there is unity in their functions, in their nature. Then we have to know that they are glorifying the Almighty God. Mhm. So, all nature bears witness to his power. This is a continuation of the reflection. We have to see that all nature bears witness to his power, wisdom, and goodness. Full stop. It's only ye in double inverted commas, in inverted commas. It is only ye, i.e., those who reject the whole trend of your nature and deny faith simply because ye have been given a limited amount of choice and free will. Dash. It is only such as ye, again in inverted commas, it is only such as ye that understand not what every other creation, what every other creature understands and proclaims with joy and pride. So ye here, I suppose it refers to the Israelites or the Israelis and to people, all of us in their shoes, all of us who behave like them. Mm. So it's to the Israelis specifically, but to mankind in general. The Quran is for all mankind. Mm. Proclaims with joy and pride. Okay, what must be your degradation? What must be your degradation? Exclamation mark. And yet, God bears with you. God bears with you and forgives you. Such is his goodness. So no matter what, how much we go astray, how much we fly from him, he still bears with us. Mm? Bears with us and forgives us. It's like having a flock of sheep. Mm? A few sheep always disobey. Moving with them, they will move away. But you don't leave them. You try to bring them to the fold of the group. Yes, you don't. Of course, if one goes beyond uh, bounds, you can take it to the slaughterhouse if you wish. Hmm. Okay. Uh, Forgiveness. Such is his goodness. Such is his goodness. And that was commentary 2229. Uh, to sign 44. 2229 to sign 44. We now go to sign 45. Mm. What is a character al-Qur'ana ja'alna bainaka وبين الذين لا يؤمنون وبين الذين لا يؤمنون بالآخرة حجابا مستورا حجابا مستورا. When thou doest recite the Quran, what is a character al-Qur'ana? We put ja'alna bainaka, we put between you and those who believe not in the hereafter bainaka wa baina allazina la yu'minuna bil akhirati, and a veil invisible, a veil invisible. What is it put here? Hijaban masturan. Hijab, and we all know that we've heard the word hijab. That's a veil, to cover the face of somebody, or the, partition, if you like. we put a partition between you and those who believe not. And that partition is not visible. We can see it with our naked eyes. Partition, invisible. Hijaban masturan. Hijaban masturan. A veil, invisible. We go to commentary 2230. 2230. 2230. Oh, 2230. Veil invisible. Yes. The commentary is against veil invisible. Some commentators understand mastur, remember masturan, but here it is mastur. Understand mastur here as understand mastur here as equivalent to satyr, as equivalent to satyr. A veil that makes invisible a thick or dark veil. A veil that makes invisible, a thick or dark veil. So the two words are synonymous. Mastur, satyr, a thick or dark veil. But I think that the meaning of mastur in the passive voice as hidden or invisible. Hidden and invisible are inverted commas. As hidden or invisible is more consistent with the whole passage. Yes. So a veil invisible, hidden. Here the commentator says is either hidden or invisible. It's more it's more consonant. It's more consonant with the whole passage. It's more consonant with the whole passage. If full stop. If all nature, external and within ourselves, declares God's glory, those unfortunate who cut themselves off from their better nature, from their better nature, who cut themselves off from their better nature, mm, uh, from the are isolated from the true servants of God, are isolated from the true servants of God and the revelation of God, because one, they are unfit for being in their company. They are unfit for being in their company, in the company of those who serve God, from the servants, in the company of the servants of God. And two, because the servants of God and the revelation of God must be protected from the pain which blasphemy or rebellion must cause to their unsullied, must cause to their unsullied nature. Unsullied is spelled Unsullied. Unsullied nature. Full stop. The evil is nonetheless real. The evil is nonetheless real, though it is invisible. So this is the idea put forward by the commentator of invisible. Mm, uh, there's a speculation of the commentator on the word invisible. Mm, must to run or subtle, in other words. Okay, and that was commented 2230. 2230 to sign 45. To sign 45. We now go to sign 46. وجعلنا على قلوبهم وجعلنا على قلوبهم أكناتا. So akinatan, sorry. وجعلنا على قلوبهم أكنة. وجعلنا على قلوبهم أكنة أن يفقهوه أن يفقهوه أكنة أن يفقهوه. And we put coverings over their hearts and minds in brackets. We put coverings over their hearts and minds, lest they should understand. Lest they should understand. وَجَعَلْنَا عَلَى قُلُوبِهِمْ أَكِنَّةً coverings. أن يفقهوه over their hearts and minds, lest they understand. I haven't finished. Lest they understand the Quran, أن يفقهوه وفي أذانهم وفي أذانهم ووقرا وفي أذانهم وقرا uh, and deafness into their ears. And deafness into their ears. Deafness that we can't perceive. That you can never perceive it, but God has put it there over their ears or into their ears. Wakran, deafness. What is a zakarta, Rebecca? What is a zakarta, Rebecca? Fil Qur'ani. What is a zakarta, Rebecca? Fil Qur'ani. Lest they should understand the Quran. Deafness into their ears. When thou doest mention thy Lord, when thou doest mention their Lord. What is a zakarna Rebecca? When thou dost mention thy Lord. What is a zakarna Rebecca? Well, sorry. What is a zakarta? Sorry. What is a zakarta? I'm sorry. What is a zakarta? Rebecca? When thou doest mention thy Lord. Fil Qur'ana. In the Quran. In the Quran. Wahadahu. In the Quran. Wahadahu. And him alone. Do has mentioned thy Lord. And him alone in the Quran. Wahadahu. Him alone. Walau ala adbarihim nufuran. Walau ala adbarihim nufuran. In the Quran, they turn on their backs, fleeing from the truth. Fleeing from the truth is in brackets. Wallow ala adbarihim nufuran. Fleeing nufuran, we did it before. Fleeing. And him alone in the Quran, they turn on their backs. Ala adbarihim, they turn on their backs. 22:31 is the commentary. Let's go there. 22:31. Uh, 22:31. The commentary is against deafness. Mm, deafness. Uh, Here it is. The invisible. No. Yes, that's it. That's it. 22:31. The invisible veil being put against the ungodly on account of their deliberate rejection of truth. Comma, the result is that their minds are fogged so that they cannot understand, and their ears are clogged so that they cannot hear. Full stop. In other words, the effects of evil become cumulative in shutting out God's grace. So if you are evil, you choose not to join the folk of God's servants, he seals your ears. He seals your ears and covers your heart. Mm? So you will never understand. Mm? Some of us, I used to think God wasn't do that, but he does it. It's not Satan alone who will seal your ears and block your heart. No, God himself does it if you choose to go astray, if you choose not to join his servants. And that was commentary 22:31 to sign 46. I think viewers will pause here and continue with sign 47 in the next video. Please pardon me. Like I say, sometimes my speech is not going well, and then the brain too is retiring. I think that's why man says when man is 60 years, go and rest. Because when you are above 60, you say things incoherently, and your reason is low. You can speak as fast as you used to do. So please bear with me. We shall end here at sign 46. And when we come back, we shall go to sign 47, God willing. Thank you very much. May God be with you all. Ilalekai. Bye bye. Au revoir.